Hey everybody, welcome to JLB Sports TV. I am Justin Block, and today I'm here to talk about Fabio Borini. I know that may not be the name that's on the tip of everybody's tongues nowadays, with preseason coming up and transfers and the season actually about to start and Luis Suarez and yada yada yada, but I want to talk about Fabio Borini for a couple minutes because I think this season Fabio Borini is Liverpool's dark horse, and I'll begin by making a comparison to Jordan Henderson. Now last summer, Jordan Henderson was the forgotten man in Liverpool's midfield. He had a lackluster season coming off of a big money move. Joe Allen had been brought in to seemingly take his place in the starting 11. And not only that, but he was actually rumored to make a move back to Sunderland, and he was apparently listed as a makeshift or a make-weight in a potential Dempsey deal coming to Liverpool. So despite Henderson being the dark horse last season, he eventually emerged from Liverpool's, the depths of Liverpool, ended up bagging 6 goals for them in all competitions, and really became a fan favorite in my mind because of his passion, his intense displays, and really just good shifts in midfield, high pressure, high energy, and you could tell that he would always put it on the line, always love the badge, and always loved Liverpool. So in my mind, Henderson became sort of the GOAT of Liverpool, somebody that everybody would love to chide and get on for average performances, and to actually a pretty quality player for them. Now I think that this year Fabio Borini is in a similar position. He had a big money move last summer, had a really lackluster year. His injury plague didn't make much of an impact. This year, he's, again, the forgotten man in the strike force. Iago Aspas has been brought in to seemingly supplant his place in the pecking order, and he's also been linked with transfer rumors to go back to Italy. So Fabio Borini's situation this summer seems to mirror Jordan Henderson's of last summer. In both cases, Borini and Henderson were forgotten men going into the respective seasons at Liverpool, but in Henderson's case, due to injuries, squad rotation, tactical changes, he eventually got his place in the Liverpool starting 11 and took it. In my mind, Fabio Borini will fall into the exact same situation at Liverpool this year and find success as well. We all know in the English Premier League, with all the competitions going on, you really essentially need 3 to 4 strikers at a time, 3 to 4 quality strikers to really compete and challenge for titles and trophies. So with all of the inevitable injuries and squad rotation, I do think that Fabio Borini will get his chances this year. In regards to his actual striking ability, at Roma and Swansea, he posted chance conversion rates of 19% and 24% respectively. Last season, he only netted 2 goals en route to a pretty lowly 8% chance conversion rate. I think we'll see some improvement to the mean here. He may not be at that 24% level, but I do think that Fabio Borini will return to his top-class finishing, if barring that he does get consistent games and that he doesn't have another injury-plagued season. If you talk to Swansea fans, they will swear by his finishing, and I do indeed think that we'll see some increase to the mean here, and Borini's finishing will return to its top-class levels. In terms of where he fits in Liverpool's lineup, I do think that he's a totally different kind of forward than Suarez or Sturridge or even Aspas. In my mind, those 3 guys are all-around forwards. They like to drop deep, they like to play with the ball at their feet, they like to receive the ball with their back towards goal, and sort of create for other teammates and dribble a lot. In my mind, Fabio Borini is somebody who likes to stay on the hip or the back shoulder of the last defender, somebody who likes to make through runs. All in all, Fabio Borini is a poacher. He's not an all-around striker type like Suarez or Sturridge or Aspas. So I think if you put him up top and then you have the inclusion of a player like Philippe Coutinho, who can come in, provide those difficult through balls to spot Borini's otherwise great movement, and then you have him playing in front of Suarez, Sturridge, even Aspas, all players who are creative on the ball and do like to open things up for their teammates. I do think that Fabio Borini could end up bagging at least 8 to 10 league goals this season. In my mind, at least 8 to 10 goals would be a pretty decent return for a guy who isn't expected to play every single match this season. So I do think all in all, given the fact that he is Liverpool's dark horse going into the season because he has had a summer like Henderson did last year, given the fact that I think his finishing in the past has proved to be pretty excellent and that we'll see an increase back to normal good levels this year, the fact that his movement in games is otherwise good, and now that Liverpool have midfielders in the squad like Coutinho who can play those unbelievable through balls to find Borini when he makes those good runs, I do think he has a great chance to bag those 8 to 10 league goals this year. And all in all, do not be sleeping on Fabio Borini, because come April, come March, you'll be saying, wow, Fabio Borini isn't that shit. So that's all for today with JLB Sports TV. I am Justin Block. If you have noticed the duck in the pool, last video I asked you guys to give a name for the duck, and some of the best suggestions were El Hadj Diouf, Duck Cout, Gerard the Mallard, and Pato. And Pato, we all know, was the former AC Milan striker. Apparently Pato also means duck in English when translated from Portuguese. So right now I'm kind of leaning either towards, and one more was Duckinho. So I'm kind of leaning towards Duck Cout and El Hadj Diouf. But if you guys have any other suggestions for the duck in the pool, let me know. But this will be the last time you'll be seeing him until I come back down here next year. So let's give a name for the duck next year. I really do like duck out. I think that's kind of funny.